My name is Sasindu. I'm a student of the University of Nicosia in Cyprus. I do mechanical engineering, and while I was in Sri Lanka, I came to Headway School of Languages for English classes. English is important because it's the most widely spoken language around the world. Everyone speaks it to some degree, which makes it, in my experience, it was very useful when traveling. So everywhere I've been, there was always someone who spoke English to help me out everywhere. Also, it's beneficial when you're looking for a job. Speaking English is always something they're going to look for, really, wherever you work. English is an international language. It's important to know it for your personal development, education, your career, and when you travel. In my experience, I study my course in English in a country that speaks primarily Greek, so that has been useful for me. When I travel, or when I have traveled everywhere, everyone speaks English to some degree, so it's always been easy for me to get around without necessarily knowing the local language. My experience at Headway was primarily through Dianed, the teaching software. It was fun, it was interesting, and it was engaging for me. As a child, it was interesting for me to learn English through a software like Dianed. It was entertaining for me, and it made me want to come into Headway every week to learn English, to talk to the teachers, to interact with everyone around me. It was a very fun experience. I got to see the way children were taught the 4 skills of language: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And it was done in such a fun, interesting, and engaging way. I was impressed and inspired, really, by how the project classes are conducted. The main difference between Headway and other institutions is how interesting and engaging they've made learning English with children. In other places, what you'd see is English is taught through past papers and textbooks, but I don't think that's the most fun or interesting even way to learn language. The most important thing is to get children's attention and make them feel comfortable and open in a classroom setting, and Headway does that excellently. The teachers here are wonderful at getting children's attention and making them open up in the classroom and talk in the classroom, which is lovely to see always. The most important thing is how interactive the classes are and how well the teachers engage with their students. Because it was really lovely seeing children legitimately excited and happy to be part of classroom discussions and to do their projects and to take an active interest in learning English, which you don't really see with other places that just force the language on you, which personally I don't believe that's how you learn a language. Mostly you have to make children want to learn English, and I feel Headway does that excellently.